Hello and welcome to the Global Conquerors Podcast. These first few episodes will introduce us to our new players and staff and talk about their journey into gaming and esports and some commentary on current day events. I'm your host SMG Frenzy, and today for our first episode, we'll be starring our Call of Duty captain Rise Assassin, now known as AssassinADC.
Yeah, good. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure having you. How are you?
Good. It's been a tough month,
Oh, definitely.
quarantine and all this, yeah. But it's doing good. It's pretty good that we're doing something new. So,
Yeah, how's everything with Call of Duty going?
Call of Duty's been recently. It's pretty fun. Not gonna lie, it's probably the most fun I've had in a while. Even though it was rough at the start, then they started fixing up the game. They updated it properly, fixed stuff that had to be fixed. So, it has been fun. So I kind of like it at the moment. It's been a while since a good Call of Duty has been out. I'm not saying this is the best, but it is fun enough to play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a multiplayer player or Warzone player?
Multiplayer.
Multiplayer?
For some reason, I'm never good at battle royale games. What I say?
Just look back at your Fortnite clips.
Yeah. But I'm not really a battle royale guy. It's just something I think there's people that are better at certain things and then others. I like multiplayer. So I like to play pubs. I like to play Search, Team Deathmatch, Domination. Do those games most because I feel like you could actually end up doing some cool stuff in those games. That you could end up doing challenges, fun stuff. Warzone, you could do the same thing, but yeah. I just feel like I'm better at multiplayer than Warzone. Don't get me wrong. Warzone's a really good game to watch.
Yep.
In my opinion, I'd rather watch it than play it, but I'll play it here and there.
Who's your favorite Warzone streamer?
Symphony.
Symphony, ooh, okay.
He recently, I don't know if he still plays Fortnite, but I know he converted over Warzone, and he has some pretty good aim on that game, and he has some background history with like battle royales like that.
Yeah.
Played H1Z1, PUBG stuff. He played a little bit, but I started watching him when he was on Fortnite, and that's when Fortnite was like big. At one point, he was known as the fastest editor.
Yeah.
But he was always a battle royale person. That's how he grew. He recently, when Warzone came out, he recently switched over. And ever since then, he has been playing that 24/7, and I love watching him play. It's so fun to watch him play. The things he can do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So to get into knowing about you specifically, when would you say you started getting into gaming?
Oh, gaming? Oh, let's think about it. The first ever Call of Duty I played was the Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I think it was called 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It was the very first Call of Duty that I played, and it was the one that started growing or building. What is Call of Duty, but that's the first one I ever played. I didn't get really too heavy into it, but I felt like Call of Duty wasn't my thing, which is pretty weird to say now. So I tried Halo. I switched over to Halo about a month later after playing Call of Duty. I don't know. I felt like Halo just fit my playstyle better than what COD did.
Classic Halo.
Yeah. No running, no nothing. I felt like it fit me better. I don't know, the game just felt way more smoother to me. I think I started playing Halo, don't remember what Halo came out during that time.
I was about to say, it should have been Halo 3 or Halo Reach.
Yeah, that's probably about the same time I started playing. Like I told you, Halo. Out of all the Halos that have been out, I think Halo 3 was my favorite because of how much had like so much memories, so many fun times I had with my family playing, my cousins to be exact, playing that game.
Yeah.
So I think, and then I took a break from Halo and I switched over to Gears. Played that for about 4 to 5 months. What year is this? What year would that be?
Which Gears did you segue into?
I think it was Gears of Wars 2, and then I went on to play Gears of Wars 3.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. I don't remember how the timeline is.
That sounds about right, because Gears 2 came out in 2008.
Okay, yeah, so we're about that time, okay. Play some other games here and there.
Would you consider, I would assume, shooter games to be your FPS to be your main genre of games that you're in?
Yes. Because according to my personal experience and other things, I think racing.
Oh yeah.
Anything ever. Strategy games, it depends on the game. I recently got into playing Keep Talking and No One Blows Up or Explodes, I think. You know that game? You've heard of that game? I recently got into that game with a friend. We've been having we've had some fun times on that game. It's a fun game. It tests your like ability to communicate and speak fast under pressure. So it is a really fun game. I do recommend it if you want to try something like that. But shooter games is probably the main thing that I've played since that's where I started.
What's your opinion on MOBA games like League of Legends and Dota, or like hero type games like Valorant and Overwatch?
So, for some reason, console players have an issue with those type of games. Well, not all of them. Some of them do. They think that they're... Well, ignore what I just said.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm a console player and I do great at League.
No. Rephrase your question again. Like, let me...
Like, how would you think you would... Like, do you think you would do okay in a game like League or Valorant, League of Legends?
Okay.
You know.
So, I know we've had this conversation before. If it had to be played on PC, I would be terrible at it. I've always played all my games on a console, no matter what console. If it was on console, then maybe. But from like watching other people play it, it's fun watching them. As you could, if you remember, we went to DreamHack and we I think it was a Dota 2 event.
Yeah.
Going on. I've never watched Dota, but like I get it was a small venue, but the crowd was like excited. They were lit.
Oh yeah.
And then I was watching, and the more I watched the game, the more I understood it. Like, okay, so he has to do this and that, and then lives are really, really important on there. So from my perspective, I would probably be better at them on a console, playing it through a controller. Okay. But if I were to convert straight to PC, I would probably struggle. And then once I get the hang of it, I'll probably get hang of it, but I'll probably never be as top tier as or good enough to be able to like play that game. But you know,
but you'd be fine like playing Fortnite or like Halo on PC or controller.
Yes, I would do that. That's fine. That's not an issue, since that is kind of allowed in a way, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Okay. So describe to me basically how you first discovered esports up until the point where you are now, where you're competing in multiple titles like Halo and Call of Duty.
Okay. So it started back 2013. This is pretty okay. So this is literally, we'll say, March of 2013. That's when COD Champs for Ghost was happening, and I've never watched esports ever.
Yeah.
Before that. And then on Black Ops 2, they were like, I guess for the daily message, they were announcing, oh, Call of Duty Champs for Call of Duty Ghost is now live.
Yeah.
So me and my friends, we were trick shotters. We didn't play competitively. If I told you that, that's where I started off before anything. I kind of switched over. I kind of converted myself into a trick shotter in Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
So Black Ops 2 came out, and that's where where sniping became a big deal, and that's pretty much what I did most of Black Ops 2. Then Ghost came out. Played that regularly because there's really no good place to trick shot on there. So one day we were just in a party. We were just talking about trick shots we could probably hit on Black Ops 2, because that's people. You know how Black Ops 2 was such a big game that it was played on after the game had other games that came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, a daily message came up on the Black Ops 2 page saying, "Oh, Call of Duty Championships now live on." I think it was Twitch. They were doing Twitch, because now it's on YouTube. So we were like, let's tune in, watch it for a bit, and then guess who the first team I ever saw play?
Optic Gaming.
Optic Gaming versus TK.
Oh, nice matchup.
That's when Foreman was barely switching over to COD. He was on, so I saw that. So we pretty much watched the whole series, and then that's when, like, holy dude, seems fun. Like, this looks like interesting. A lot of people are like behind this. I've never seen esports until that.
Yeah.
I've watched Champs. If I've never watched Champs, I would probably not be in the position I'm in now. Or you would have someone would have talked to me into it, and now this and that. But yeah, so we watched that series. We saw Optic demolish TK, and I'm like, wow, I want to watch more of this. So we watched pretty much the rest of that day. I don't remember what day it was. I think it was day 1 or 2 of Champs. We watched the whole. There was probably about 6 more hours we watched of it. So
and I'm assuming that intro to that was what made you like Optic Gaming as well.
Yes, that's for my drive, because I thought they were like the best team in the game. But I was like, okay, so there's a bunch of people that play video games. The team I thought it was, at first I didn't know. I thought it was just a bunch of I guess you could say schools. I thought it was schools at first.
Okay.
But then I looked more into it, researched. I'm like, oh wow, these are professional companies investing into players, win them championships. And then we saw Complexity versus Envy, the final. Well, together. Everyone watched it separately, but we watched the finals together. We're like, yo, we gotta watch the finals, man. It's gonna be a good game. And then, dude, holy, it wasn't even close. That's when Complexity, the Dynasty, won Champs 3-0, and we were like, holy dude, this is crazy. That's when it's like, and then I think a month later, my friend was like, yo, we should give that a try. We should play some of those game battles. He looked into it too.
Yeah.
He looked into game battles and this and that. So we gave it a try on Black Ops 2. We found some SMBs. That was the only thing we were able to find.
Alright. Then how about that in-between part where you were, obviously, like you said, you started with Halo, but then you segued into COD. And then, were you on any other esports teams before you came to Global Conquerors?
I mean, okay. Not esports teams, but I was in a bunch of clans. I was in a clan that's probably, I don't think no one even plays anymore. It was called Mentic. But that one really didn't do much.
All right.
Then, so pretty much the only big esports team I played on or played esports on is probably just Global Conquerors. All the ones are just clans. Esports wasn't a thing for clans. It was just sniping.
All right. What about your tournament history?
Let's see. I probably played in 3 Call of Duty lands, and then I played in 2 Halo lands. So I mean, you couldn't really say it's a land. We played, like, when we mean by land, like, let's say we had a friend group, like a big friend group, but we had enough to make 8 teams.
Yeah.
So we did our own land. We did like a $10 fee each. We did that here and there. But we didn't play it at our homes. We played it like a friend's parents had a place where they could set up parties and stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess, I mean, they had money, so they talked to their parents like, hey, look, mom, my friends and I are gonna wanna like borrow the place for a bit, and we need like good routers. Like he got about a good 10 Wi-Fi things on there. I really don't tell people this story because it was really not that big of a deal. It was just we played a LAN on there, like a little rental party outplay.
Yeah, you guys had your own little LAN party.
But it worked. We ran it like a LAN.
All right.
We put names in a hat. We drew them, and then we placed them on a whiteboard. I guess we were I guess. And then we just played, and then I think we won 2 out of the 3. We didn't win the first one. That's when our team just started. Like, some of these people have been playing before, but they just knew how to play the game better.
Mm-hmm.
But we won the last 2. I don't know how much it was. We did like first, third, fourth, fifth. Everyone walked away with some money, but not a lot. I think the only team that didn't walk away with money was the last place team.
Okay.
Which makes, but yeah, I mean, it did run like LAN. Like, there's no lag, there's no input lag, no getting shot behind a wall. And then I had the 2 Halo LAN experience with you.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun. Besides the first one, I hate that moment.
Because we went to the first one blind, basically.
Dude, we literally walked in like having a half a week of practice in us, thinking we're about to win the whole thing.
Basically.
Dude, we didn't win a map. We didn't win a series. We literally got last place at that point. I'm literally like was off.
It was bad.
I'm like, dude. That's when I said, like, Halo competitively is probably not for me. I haven't played Halo in a good amount.
Yeah, then comes DreamHack.
And then you brought up the idea of DreamHack. What I tell you? I told you, look, if you can't find a partner, I gave you a month to look for a partner because so it was 2 months before DreamHack. I told you I'll give you a month to look for a partner. If you can't find no one by the end of the week of that month, I'll play with you. You didn't even bother looking for anyone, so you just told me, "Hey, man, we gotta go." I'm like, "All right." So we practiced for about a good 3 weeks, three and a half weeks.
About.
I don't recall. It was a long time ago, but slowly, as you could tell, you could tell that my game improved little by little. And then when we got to the event, we did a warm-up game. I got no kills, and then I got worried, and then you got worried, and then Oscar was like, "Oh my God, they're about to get smoked." I don't recall how the first. I don't remember how did it go. We won the first series, right?
The first series was a blowout for the other team because we went like it was 25 to like 5.
Wait, we got smoked or they got?
They
smoked?
got smoked.
I don't remember, dude. Everything's like a blur. Okay.
The matches that we won 2-0.
So okay, wasn't it 3-0? Wasn't it a 3-0 thing?
It was
or
best
2-0?
of 3, so and we
best
won
of 3.
ours 2-0.
No, you okay? So, as you could see, we got you got words for me. How many matches did we play in total? We played 4 series, right?
It was like 4 or 5, yeah.
We won one. We lost the second one. We won the third one. We lost the fourth one against the pros.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first one we blew out. You kind of like carried me that series. So appreciate that, man. Looking out for your boy. I did struggle at this. Like, once you play that first series on land, like, you have butterflies and stuff like that. It's been think about it. I haven't played a land since Black Ops 2, right? So that's 2013 more exactly. How long ago that? 6 years ago. So it's been a while. So, and it was
just a different type of land, too.
Big, but it's not there's more people.
Thousands of people, and if you made it to finals, you're on that stage in front of everybody.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So, I literally played bad. I didn't play bad, but I didn't play like you weren't equal. Like I wasn't like 14 or 13 or how is it? It's what is it, up to 25?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I can't do math for some reason. It wasn't 13 to 12 type kills. Like, it wasn't like neck and neck. I think you had like 18 that first game, and then I had what's the math? I can't do math. 7.
Yeah, I guess around that.
So that was we played Slayer. What was the next? We played Slayer, right? It was only Slayer.
It was only Slayer, just different maps.
Okay. I played alright. Yeah, I played alright the first series. The second series, I don't know, bro.
Second series, you were freaking amazing.
No. That's the second series we lost.
We lost, except you were playing better than me that time.
It was against the pro team, the second team.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, there was
we lost
Lux Gaming, and they had 2 teams there.
They had their academy team. We lost to the academy team, which made it to the finals.
Yeah.
But yeah, so them, I played pretty good. We didn't get blown out, but we didn't play good. We lost both of those games. Those were pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, those are pros. They probably were practicing against a professional team at the time for the event. Mm-hmm. Or like no, because they were playing Halo. What Halo were they playing at the tournament?
Because the main event was Halo 3, but we were
playing So okay, we lose. We have 15 minutes until the next match we had to play. So we went to go to the restroom. We grabbed something to drink. I don't remember exactly.
Something like that.
Dude, we saw some fun stuff. We got some free stuff on the way back. We weren't up down because we knew there was a pro team, but we did talk about look, we have to do this differently. We talked about usually what you would talk about with someone after you lose a series.
Yeah,
it's always like that. So we walked. We got there about 10 minutes before our match was supposed to start. Mm-hmm. So we were there a little early. They were there early too. And they said, "Hey, how about we run a quick free-for-all game?" But no, we were about to start, but for some reason your Xbox decided to not connect to the servers.
My
remember?
Xbox wouldn't connect. The headset wouldn't connect. There was all sorts of issues.
And then they were like, I was like, we don't have a problem. We'll just wait. We could. I mean, we're not in a big rush. I'm like, okay, bro. He was like, you want to just do a free for all warm up game? I'm like, yeah. And then out of the blue, I'm just carrying that up in the warm ups, man. My movement was clean. My gunshots were on point. And then when the warm up was over, or when they said you were ready, you looked at me and Oscar looked at me, and you were like, dude, what was that? I was like, I've never seen that you played with that movement before.
Exactly.
Like, were you watching me? Like, you were watching me, right? You were like,
Yeah, while they were trying to fix the Xbox issues, I was like, where was this a whole match ago?
I'm telling you, if I would have put time into Halo more back in the day, I would probably be better than what I am. Oh, if I'm playing like, you know how I'm playing now?
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty consistent. I don't go negative anymore. If I would have played like this at DreamHack, we had a higher chance of like
moving on.
Not getting. I think we would have gotten the same spot, but I think it would have been a lot closer.
Oh yeah.
Same with you. I mean, everyone improves more than
100%.
Yeah. So those are pretty much LAN experience. So I pretty much didn't play a Call of Duty LAN experience, like on like an actual event type of thing, but I did play a couple of them.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah.
All right. Well, that's basically his experience with esports. Now we're moving on to more current events. What's your opinion on the whole Kim Jong-un situation? Is he dead? Is he alive? What's going on?
Look, man, I don't know. I think they're doing whatever they're trying to do to make sure that we're like, I don't know, they become vulnerable. I don't know. Jesus, I can't even tell you because they said that there's reports of him like at a presentation, but you don't know, they can fake all that. Because at one point they said he was in critical condition to a point where like he wouldn't even make it. Then the next, I don't know. It's a weird situation that I don't know very much of and what's going on in their country, but I just know that whatever they're doing it because they're doing it for a reason. That's all I could say. I really can't give you an explanation on like what I think about it, but it's just one report over there says he's dead, the other one says he's in critical condition, that he's on his deathbed, the others say he's perfectly fine, in a couple days or a couple times to recover from his surgery.
Yeah.
And then the news comes out that he appeared at an event, which I don't know. What about you? What do you think about it?
It's because it's North Korea and it's just weird, especially with everything going on right now. Then all of a sudden, yo, Kim Jong-un got surgery. Kim Jong-un might not make it, and then it's not the first time he's just disappeared and then has come back. So it's we don't really know.
I don't know. It's just whatever they're doing it for a reason. Yeah. I don't know. I can't tell you really much about what the situation. They're their own place. They can do whatever they want.
What about what you think about the thing that shall not be named right now, so we don't get demonetized here on YouTube? That's keeping us indoors.
Even okay, so. Okay, so it's been a pretty bad, couple months for us, here, being home.
Yeah.
It does get a little tired of being home, lonely. Not lonely, but like bored, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it for safety reasons. It sucks that this happened, and it caused many businesses to close, some shut down. but I get that we're inside safety. We don't want to spread it, trying as much as paint it.
Yeah.
It does get boring unless you're not a gamer. But anyways, it just sucks, man. A lot of people are out of work and they need to pay bills, this and that. It's a really bad. It sucks. It's a bad time for us right now, but we gotta keep going with what we got. We gotta keep going and not let this affect us. Progression, I guess you could say. I don't know if I'm using it or to explain this properly, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I just know that you just gotta keep living your life. Keep going. This is just, I guess you could say, it's just another challenge in life that you just have to overcome.
Yeah.
It does suck. Like, don't get me wrong. This is a really bad time for all of us, no matter who it is. We just gotta keep going. Just remember that there are good times that are gonna come, and there's bad times that will come, and we are in those bad times right now.
Yeah.
But you gotta remember, challenges aren't easy. They're not easy.
Yeah,
we just gotta get through it, and I think people are handling it pretty well. Like I said, they are probably bored of being home. They want to be back at work, and that people want to go travel. They want to go home. They want to go see families that are ill. This is a really bad time for us. I get it. We haven't been able to experience something like this.
First time.
So this is new for our generation. So obviously we're learning from it. We're gonna learn a lot from it. You gotta know that you have to appreciate what you got every day you got it, because you don't know what could happen. Like, look at us. People miss school. There's people that are missing schools. People are missing work. People miss going out with families every weekend. Like, it's just, you gotta appreciate the little things. But the thing that's keeping us inside, it's just for safety. I know I get a little upset, but you just gotta keep going.
Yeah, dude.
Just keep going, live life, face the challenge that's in front of us right now. Because you're not the only one that's going through it. All of us are. So just know that you're not by yourself. Everyone's going through the same challenge. We're learning. We're learning from it.
Yeah.
To stop this from happening maybe down the road, or we know what to do next time it happens. But just stay home. Wash your hands. Cover your mouth. And just stay healthy. Keep your hands clean. This should be over. I'm not gonna say soon, but it will be over.
Exactly.
So that's what I.
Well said. Yeah. Also, if you've been keeping up with the gaming world, as you may have noticed on Twitter, you may have seen discussion around Fortnite every once in a while, saying Fortnite dying, Fortnite saved. What's your take on Fortnite right now? Is the situation good, bad? Is the game really on a decline?
So the reason why people have been saying it's dying is because they believe that devs aren't listening to the people. They're not fixing stuff that needs to be fixed. It's just there's so many bugs in the game right now. With you know how we played Fortnite before. With the porta potties.
Yeah.
We can teleport the zone, the zone glitch, where you're in zone, but it keeps going inside the zone or the line, the circle. That's a glitch in the game still. Gliders, some gliders in the game cause it hard. There's like gliders that move more.
Yeah.
To a point where like it's hard to hit the person. But I think recently Fortnite, I think they released an update not that long ago. I haven't played Fortnite in a long time. I don't find the game fun anymore. I'm sorry. To all the Fortnite people who watch this, I don't see the game fun anymore. I think the map is too big.
They could fix that just by adding more mobility.
Yeah, they did recently. Let me explain. So remember how the season started?
Yeah.
We were all excited about it. We got a win in the first season, first day too. We're on season 2 right now. Yeah, season 2, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
We got a win on the first season. That's us together. So the game looked promising at the start. They got a new map, new characters, new this and that. More variety, more customization, I guess, because they brought in a customizable character. New locations. It brought but the only thing it lacked was mobility.
Yeah.
People had an issue with that, so they brought in. There's boats already, so that helped a little bit, but the map was still too big. I think people had an issue with the heavy sniper being too strong.
Sure.
I know that was an issue, but that's always been an issue with the heavy sniper. It's just been too powerful. Loot has been awful. They say off the floor loot is probably better than the loot in the chest. They've said, which is pretty dumb. There's a bunch of glitches. Remember the glitch? Remember in the Slurpy Swamp, where if you stood underneath the pipe that threw out the chug splash juice, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And you stayed there all game, you would have won the game. Just
basically, there. Yeah.
That was an issue. They fixed it. What else? Yeah, I think it just. Oh, and the issue. The agent thing. You know how each there's like different areas, and then each character has each boss and each bait so there's a grapple, there's a Tommy gun, a scar. What else is there? A bow.
I think so.
People have an issue because those things and do really get damaged. I think a headshot with the mythical scar is about 64.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn high. Or no, I don't know. It has a fire rate of fire on the guns, all of them, except for the grapple. The grapple, it doesn't really do much, but you have an infinite grapples, which is probably the best next thing mobility. I just think people have the issue with the mythical weapons. I mean, I don't really know much about how much the damage are, but I just know people have an issue with them because of how much damage they do.
Yeah. I'm
not 100% sure, but I think that's the reason why. What else? I just think, and I think recently they released an update that helped change the game. Skill-based matchmaking was another issue.
Yeah.
Recently, they in the update they got rid of it, so you get into lobbies with a bunch of bots or tryhards. Like, it's just a mix. Like how Fortnite was back then. Where remember how people used to make funny videos about getting into a lobby and they found a bot or like default skin just walking, pickaxing the floor.
Basically.
They used to make fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing until that went away when they added skill-based matchmaking. So you would play against people that are either your skill or a lot better than you, and people had an issue with that because that's what made Fortnite fun. The funny moments like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's the reason why Fortnite, and then I think this update helped saved it. I saw a bunch of people. I saw Courage tweet out like, "I haven't had this much fun in playing Fortnite in a while." They gave what the people wanted. They nerfed the heavy stuff. What else was it? The skill. There's no more skill-based matchmaking. They fixed a couple tweaks. It's just at this point I can't tell you what the stage is because I really don't play it a lot like that no more. Like I told you, I'll probably play it again when the next season drops.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, I can't really tell you what the thing is on Fortnite. But I do know that the next big game is going to come out soon. And we already know what game that is. Mr. Frenzy. You know what I'm talking about.
We'll see if that turns out to be.
No, I really do believe that. Dude, I've never what was it? I don't that game has rank play and it's still in
I know, yeah.
And it's only in the beta. Like, think about it. What games?
It's Riot Games. They do League of Legends, right?
Yeah.
And League of Legends is the world's biggest esport. Like, no one can touch them. Viewership, sponsorship, player contracts, which is the reason you're seeing all these franchise leagues like the CDL and Overwatch League pop up.
Pretty much. So yeah, that's what I think. It is what it is, man.
Speaking of franchise leagues, with the performance of the CDL and Overwatch League, which are of course both tied together, I'm not sure if you've been paying attention to the stats, but it appears that the CDL is now outperforming the Overwatch League, but only slightly because viewership is still hovering around that 30,000 range. So, what's your take on basically franchising in general, especially considering those two leagues?
You said the CDL is taking literally.
Yeah, because Overwatch used, at least during Season 1, which was 2 years ago, they would hover around 100,000 to 300,000 viewers. In Season 2, it's like 100,000 was your peak, and 60,000 was your average. Now it's like 30,000 is your peak and 18,000 is your average ever since the move to YouTube. Like, it's not been good for them.
Oh, so they moved. Okay, so they recently moved over to YouTube, right?
Yeah, both CDL and Overwatch League were booted over.
Okay, yes, they're pretty much the same league. I think YouTube is a big reason why the viewership went down. Mm-hmm. Twitch is a lot bigger for streaming video games. There's more people on YouTube, but the viewership is where it's at on Twitch. But I think people are getting. I don't think League of Legends is boring, but I think people are getting bored about the game because it's the same game.
What, Overwatch?
Yeah. But CDL, it's a new franchise game or league. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people have their eyes on it to see how successful it becomes, to see if other people want to maybe want to pull the trigger and invest. I think that's why there's viewership COD has never been a big game. You know that. We knew that from the start. I think Gears is a little lower than that because Gears is not a big popular game. Halo has been up there.
Was up there.
Well, okay, not that right now, but when I'm pretty sure the next Halo comes out, your shifts are gonna skyrocket back up. So it's because we've had Halo 5 for five years, a lot. So people are probably tired of watching that. What else? I just think the move to YouTube kind of took a big effect on them, but it will, like, little by little start going up. It'll start going up again.
Oh, I mean, YouTube, because especially I want to hear your take on this, because lots of esports that stream on YouTube both stream on Twitch, like Rainbow Six and other stuff. But in like League of Legends, especially since they're still the world's #1 esport, they stream on both Twitch and YouTube, and you'll have 84 million people watching from both platforms. Like, that's not a stretch. But then you have these two leagues, OWL and CDL, that have signed specifically with this one platform and kind of ostracizing their viewer base.
I mean, I really.
It's weird because they're signing. I know they're signing with these platforms for deals. Like, YouTube is paying them to be there, but again, CS:GO and OWL. I mean, not OWL, LOL. They're on both platforms, and they don't have deals with either platforms. Yet they're making more money than both of those leagues combined.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't so this is like a hard question to like answer.
Yeah.
Bring this question up a little later, and I'll probably have an answer.
Sure thing. So, last question, I suppose, for today is, especially since you still have been following Call of Duty at least a little bit more than I have been recently, what would you say are like the top 3 strongest teams, especially with the move to online format?
No brainer, Dallas Empire, more like onliners. No hate to them. I know they've won a LAN online on they won a tournament on LAN, so I'll give them props.
Oh yeah.
But so Dallas has gotten a lot better. Who else? New York has gotten better, but they did lose yesterday. I can name you a good amount of teams that are gotten better. There's more than 3. I can tell you that.
Not gonna be news.
Yeah, they made a roster change, and then the guy they got in is God. He's pretty good on LAN and online. But the Florida, Dallas, I think Toronto was a big name that came up, and then New York. So those 4 teams have gotten better.
What about the Titans like Huntsman and FaZe?
FaZe, they're still there. They're still a top team. I think what screwed them over the last event, the reason why they lost, is because they made a roster a role switch, which kind of like affected them.
Yeah.
But they did switch back, and then yesterday they blew out the Paris Legion badly.
Yeah, it was like 3-1.
3-1, but what was it? Yeah, it wasn't close. So the role switch kind of did affect them. I still think they're a top team. What else? So the Huntsman.
Yeah.
That I can't really tell you what's going on there. People think it's a role issue. Some people say it's someone has a bad vibes to the team. Some say that they're playing the game wrong, or other people have caught up, or some people know how to play the game a lot better than.
Okay.
Some people think that they're struggling with some people are struggling. So yeah, they're still a top team. I just feel like you have to figure out roles still, because now that the meta has changed again. This game is and it's not like last year's game where it's 2 ARs and then a flex and then 2 subs. This game is pretty much 4 SMGs, 1 AR. And yeah, so the Huskies have been struggling on that thing. But once they figure something out, I think they'll be back.
All right. Well, do you have any closing remarks?
I want to say to the Global Conquerors fans, I know I've been a little slacking on content. I have been getting like clips out, or I've been getting clips. Want more to be able to send over. It's been a rough couple months for me. This month has been rough, or last month, I guess you could say. It's been rough. It's a pandemic. Other stuff that I don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
But I do apologize on the content aspect of my side. I am doing content on the low. I just have to send it in for y'all. But I do have some good clips that I want to send. I got a good couple throwbacks. I got some Halo. I got some good. I got a clutch on S&D clip. And then I have a good amount. I just have to send it in. I do apologize. We are gonna start putting out content. It's just with school, we just finished, like most of us are still in college, so we just finished up school. It means we'll have more time. We are gonna start as best as push as much content out. We have been a little low on it. Hopefully this podcast is something new that we're gonna start doing.
Yeah.
And we'll see, start pushing more into the direction, start building more of what we got. But that's all I gotta say. But follow our Instagram at Global Conquerors. Follow us on Twitter at Global Conquerors also.
YouTube,
I got our
Global Conquerors.
On YouTube, which you'll probably be watching this on Global Conquerors. Just follow all our social medias. Check out our website. Check out our merch. Just support us in any way you can. Like,
comment, subscribe, all the good stuff.
All the good stuff. Make sure you turn on that notification bell, because we will be getting more content out.
Yeah. You guys can also follow Assassin on his Twitter at assassin_SZN if you want to keep up with him and see what cool stuff he's been doing in the scene.
Oh, I appreciate me being the first podcast to do something new. That we're gonna hope to do another one with later down the road.
Yeah, man.
On like updates and where we're at now, hopefully. But I do appreciate you having me.
It's great having
and
you.
Making me the first guest episode of something great that we could probably do.
Podcast. Maybe.
Yes. So appreciate y'all tuning in to me struggling to get questions out, but yeah, it's been fun. This won't be the last you hear from us or me or Frenzy. We do have content coming out. We just have to be able to get it out to you guys, because we have been really bad on it. Also, give a shout out to Crafter. She's been doing a great job with our content. So thank you for everything. I will do my best to get my clips into you. So yes, thank you. Thank you, Frenzy, for keeping stuff in check.
Oh, it's great having you, man.
Alright.
Alright, well,
Cool.
Thank you for coming today, and thank you, viewers, for staying in for this first session of the Global Conquerors Podcast. By the way, that name will probably change in the future, but thank you for coming, Season 1, Episode 1. We will see you guys next time.